Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're checking out another knife sent to us by the good folks at Revo. If you remember, I recently did a review on the Ness, which I really liked, guys. I really enjoyed the Ness quite a bit. But then they also sent this one. This is the Berserk. Now, it when you get a look at it, it's kind of aptly named, in my opinion, because it's got a little bit of a look to it, and we'll definitely see that as we get into it. But as you can see here, this one has that kind of dark gray, steel blue, however you want to go with it. G10 on one side, then you have a stainless on the clip side. You have a stainless backspacer as well. You do have kind of a lanyard slot there, so you can definitely put a lanyard in there if you need to. Stainless steel pocket clip. Yeah, look at there. Recessed pocket clip screws, and it is ambidextrous. You can flip it around. Now, I just want to touch on that real quick, guys. Now, when I touch on those, I say, yeah, buddy, when I see those recessed pocket clip screws, it's not a deal breaker. It's definitely not a deal breaker. What these show me, the recessed screws just show me a little bit extra touch. You know what I mean? A little bit extra time has been taken to get them out of the way. Now, does that mean I have anything against pocket clip screws that aren't recessed? No, not as long as they don't hang up or catch on anything. And a few companies have started using not recessed, but low profile. And that's good too. It just helps keep it out of the way. So just wanted to kind of touch on that. It's definitely not a deal breaker, but it just kind of shows, a little extra. A little extra was put into the knife. And for me, that's a good thing. It just is. It shows me, I guess it shows me, I don't know, not that they care. I don't want to say that because there's plenty of non-recessed clip screws out there and companies that definitely care. It's just, I don't know, it just shows me a little something. Shows me a little something extra, I guess. But anyway, back to the Berserk. Now, it's definitely more on that kind of angular, futuristic type look here. Definitely. Now, this, you got a little bit of texturing on, or milling, or however you want to put it, on right there near the pivot on the stainless steel side. Now, it does give you a little bit of grip, but obviously it's on the back side, so it's not so much, it's really just there for looks. It is. The G10, though, the G10 has some great texture on it, and it's got great grip. So super, super solid on that. Now, as you can see there, it is, a thumb hole. You can thumb flick. I can Spidey flick it. I don't know if I can do it behind the camera. Oh, I did it. It wasn't the best, but I did it. If I go over here, I can screw it up. That's what I can do. There. I can get it to snap out over there. But yep, you can. There it is. You can middle finger flick it. So my finger's getting stronger. My finger, it's getting there, guys. I'm getting there. But anyway, check out that blade, guys. This is kind of where I was talking about it was named appropriately. That is a wild looking blade. You got the Revo name right there. Dang, there's a lot of angles and grinds and things going on. Now, as you can see there, it is a compound grind. It does have a definite transition point. There you can kind of see the transition point with that shadow. If I were to hang on to this, that probably wouldn't last long. I'll just say that would probably get sharpened out. That's just me. Stonewashed black blade 9CR18 is the steel on it. Now, they have it listed as a drop point. Okay. If any, I see more of a clip point in there for me, but I mean, I guess it does drop a little bit. So whatever, it's listed as a drop point. The jimping, that jimping works. That jimping works super well. It's really darn good. I mean, get a good look at it. It's not over aggressive, but it just works. It's done really, really well. Well, let's get some specs going. Oh, doggone it. I always forget to show you. Let's look at our centering. I always forget that. It's pretty darn good. It is running on bearings. We'll talk about that right away. So the action, oh, The action is pretty good. It'll drop. Yeah. Yep, it'll definitely drop. And then you've kind of got, you don't really have a choil, but look how far back your blade goes behind that plunge grind. But you know, wow, there's really no smile there. That's actually kind of impressive for me. It does, your plunge kind of angles back there, and yeah, that's not bad. Huh, all right. Let's get our specs out of the way. So what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pretty much right about 8 inches. What do they call it? They call it 8.15. Okay, I'm getting about 8. So handle is pretty close to 4 3/4. Yeah, yep, that's checking with chart. And then our blade length, we're looking at about 3 3/8, pretty close to 3 3/2. Blade length, really? Wow, they've got it listed at over 8 3 3/4. No, well, I mean, I guess if they go from the cutting edge, yes, the cutting edge is definitely 3 3/4. I mean, it just depends on where you measure. I always measure from where the handle stops. So I'm getting about 3 3/8. So, but you do have about 3 3/4 inches of cutting edge. So however you want to look at it, that's up to you. Grip length with this kind of extended choil up here. Grip length, I'm looking at about 4 1/4. And we'll definitely touch on that a little bit more here in a bit. PM2-ish. Yeah. That's pretty close. That's pretty darn close. So as far as overall lengthways, you're pretty much looking at PM2. Of course, we're going to throw the bug out up there because that's what we do. So obviously, it's a much bigger knife than the bug out is in length, height, everything. It's a bigger knife than the bug out. Oh, weight. Let's get a weight on it. Let's see here. And it is 5.6 ounces. It definitely has some weight to it. Not terrible, but it's definitely got some weight to it. That is 158 grams. Carry, as you can see there, it did kind of have a loop over for a deep carry, and it's not bad. You got just a little bit sticking out there. 1/4-ish inch. And with the shape of the handle, you know, it kind of cuts down on the profile. So not too bad. Not too bad overall. Good retention. Stays in the pocket very well. So even with that, you know, a little bit of extra heft to it, it's not a bad carry. Not a bad carry. Now, let's take a look. Yeah. See, we could definitely lose some weight on that thing. Well, I know I could lose some weight. You do have a liner in there. It could be, yeah, it could definitely stand to be milled out. You could lose a little bit of weight on it, and you know, yeah, but still not too bad. You know, that's kind of a preference thing, whether you like a heavier or a lighter knife. Now, overall, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what do I like and what do I don't like. So overall, we're going to start with the grip. The grip, this is kind of natural, kind of. Now, you do have that forward area where you can choke up. In this grip, it's not bad. If I come back, and, you know, I really don't know why I would, but it's just kind of, it almost looks natural. Yeah, you pretty much have, for me, I pretty much have to go up here to get a good, comfortable grip on it so it feels good in hand. And that's how I measured it. So, yeah, and a decent amount left over. I mean, look at that. Full 4-finger grip with a lot left over. So, grip in hand is, I'll give it a good. I won't give it fantastic, but it's good. Everything seems to be milled and chamfered out pretty well, so we don't have any, you know, sticky spots or anything really poking. I wouldn't say any hot spots. The clip actually lays really nice in my hand. You can kind of see there, it kind of naturally lays in that. So that's not an issue really at all. The wild blade, yeah, that's going to be a personal preference. For me, maybe just a little bit too wild for my taste. And like I said, that compound grind, that would probably go away fairly quickly. I would sharpen that out. That's just me. I would try to sharpen that out. Action is not bad. Detent, I mean, it's thumb flicks pretty well. Well, middle flicks pretty well once you get it. Overall, yeah, it's not too bad. Would it be one I chose? No, and it's due to aesthetics. Really. It has nothing to do with the action or the knife or the workability of the knife or anything like that. Aesthetically, probably wouldn't be one I would choose. Not a bad knife overall. What's it going for? $48? That's not bad. Not bad at all. They've got this kind of dark gray. They have an OD green. They have a black. I think the black actually has like a bright green backspacer. So it looks like it's got a little pop of color to it. So that's always good. And then they have a really like stainless steel, kind of a lighter stainless steel, lighter gray stainless steel version, full stainless version of it too. And that one's actually $45. So a little bit less than the G10 versions from what I'm seeing. Overall, guys, I would probably give it 7.5 to an 8, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not going to knock it on aesthetics, but just because I'm not crazy about the look doesn't mean somebody else is. That's just personal preference. So I give them points for those recessed pocket clip screws. I think that's an extra touch that I really, like I said, it just shows me a little bit extra attention to detail. That's how I want to put it. A little bit of extra attention to detail. Overall, not bad. Probably not. I would definitely, between the two, I would definitely choose the Ness. That's just me. And you know the story about the Ness. I was really concerned about that handle, and I got it in hand. And it was like, wow, that feels really good. It just does. The Ness feels absolutely fantastic. So, between the two, I would have to go with the Ness. I know there's some of you guys out there that like this style of blade and, the more futuristic, if you will, type of look. So if that's what you're looking for, it's not bad, guys. It's not bad for $48. I'm telling you, it's all in personal preference for sure. So, yeah, we'll give it that. We'll climb it up to we'll get it towards an 8. We'll definitely get it up towards an 8. Those pocket clip screws do something for me, so I'm going to give them credit for that. But overall, not bad, guys. Always appreciate it. Thank you so much again to Revo for sending these out. They sent out the Berserk, which we're looking at today, and of course, they sent out the Ness to check out. We've already got a review of that up there, so if you guys want to check that out as well, please do. It's another terrific. That is the Ness. I'm really digging the Ness. Yes. So, as always, guys, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you hanging out with me today. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you. Till next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.